So they, push you to take the right classes and really to direct you in the right kind of school that you should go to. That's really helped me. I mean, I have him as a teacher also, so of course he'll bug me and say, do you know where you're going to go to school now, or how are you doing in your other classes? But it's a real caring attitude, and I don't think you'd find that in another school as far as advisors to their students.
It's challenging in ways where the teacher comes out and communicates with you, and you establish a friendship with the teacher. And then you have to, I can't be poor in Mr. David's class because what is he going to think of me? Whereas opposed if I go to a big school, well, he would know me, I'll just stay there on the side. I've gone to several classes at USC with a friend of mine. That's where I plan to transfer. I've gone to see what their classes are like. I was in one class in the Norris Auditorium with about 400 other students. The teacher asked me if I have my pamphlets. I told him I was just a bystander. Here, they know who you are, and they know when you're slacking off. And they tell you. At USC, would never tell you that. You're on your own.
You're better than me.
Could I ask a question on it? Are you all feeling prepared, though, that 2 years of this special attention, that you will be able to survive in the real, Berkeley has freshman classes with 800, and you're making kind of faces at 200. Are you feeling, because you're 2 years older, that now the transition will be okay?
It's like,
Well, that's what I want to comment on, yes. That's the big question. And Marymount, I believe, and statistically, if you look at Ken, is about 98%, 95%?
95%.
95% of the students that do transfer from here do successfully complete college at a four-year university. So that speaks for itself.
But what kind of four-year university?
95%
Some of them are big.
to the university of their choice.
Okay.
Let me help you out a little bit with that, because as you know, being high school counselors, you have no way of knowing how many of your students actually complete. Therefore, you know where you send the transcripts. And for most of your kids, you know where they finally wind up for their freshman year. And usually for the ones, no matter how many questionnaires you send out, to try and do follow-up research to see who graduates, it's such an imperfect science that it's almost not worth the statistics. All we get is printouts from the state university system and and we get information from Loyola and University of San Diego because so many of our kids go there and we're very close to them. But beyond that, it's just word of mouth reports people. Usually you're going to hear from the people that are doing well. The kids that kind of fade into the sunset and disappear, they don't want, and they didn't do too well, they don't want you to know about it. So it's very difficult for me to respond to the question. All I can say, and Danny did transfer, he was the only alum we have here, but all I can say is I would assume that they might be a little better prepared at 20 years old than they were at 17 or 18. I don't know.
And just the classmates I've kept in contact with, about 7 I've talked with consistently, and 6 of them are now graduating. And actually they graduated on time last June. So I think that I know that Marymount in these cases gives you the fundamental necessities which you carry on with you. And you get those your freshman year, and that's the most important time, your sophomore year also. And you're well armed to go off to your four-year university and be successful there.
Sure.
For me, I've always known that I could succeed in any class I wanted to. I just never chose to. Here I've chosen to, and I have. I realize I can get an A in anything as long as I really try, and I do. Going on to a 4-year, I know I can continue that. I have no doubt that no matter where I went, I would succeed. Whatever grades I want to get, I'll get. The only difference is the time of Marymount. Before coming to Marymount, I didn't decide to come here until a month before I came here. Before that, I didn't plan to go to college. Just sort of. I didn't really know what I was doing. But I've gone from the point where I didn't even plan to go to college and just screwed around in high school, to the point where now I look at college as I go, you know, I talked to my sister, I go, well, you know, maybe I'll apply for this place, and so then now you can't make it there, but they won't take transfers. If I'm good enough, they'll take me. I know that I can go wherever I want and I can succeed there. And Marymount's given me that confidence.
I think I hear some signals coming from Mimi. She's about to have a fit back there. And before the wine turns to vinegar and the brie turns into a blue puddle, we're going to call this to all